Hi guys, happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're having a nice week so far. Looks like we're past the hottest weather and it looks like we're gonna have some nice days ahead. So hopefully you're getting out there and enjoying yourselves. I have just a couple more days left at Cuca Lake, so I'm gonna try to make the most out of every minute that I have here with my kids until we leave on Saturday. So for today, what I would like you to do is first listen to the recording and follow along in your novel for chapter 16 of Island of the Blue Dolphins. And then after you listen to chapter 16, I'll have some questions for you to answer, the understanding the story questions. If you want to follow along on the hard copy while I read them aloud to you. You'll have a couple of multiple choice questions. These are questions based on what happened in chapters 13 through 16. A couple of multiple choice questions, and then 3 short answer questions. It says on the hard copy that one of them is a long answer, but really 1 or 2 sentences to answer the short, though the questions 3, 4, and 5 will be plenty. So for the multiple choice, if you have that paper in front of you, for number 1, in chapter 14, what landform does Karana fashion as a second home for herself? A cave, B, a cliff, C, a sandbar, or D, a mesa? Number 2. Karana names the big gray dog A, Ramo, B, Raha, C, Rantu, or D, Ringo. For the short answer question for number 3, in chapter 13, Karana is determined to kill a bull sea elephant. Why does she want to do this? Please make sure that you restate the question in your answer. So Karana wants to kill a bull sea elephant because, give your answer, make sure you capitalize the first word in your sentence and end with a period. For the next one that says long answer, it really only has to be 1 or 2 sentences. Think about the past of the big gray dog. Why might the dog be happy in the company of a human like Karana? Okay, so when you restate the question for that one, the dog might be happy having the company of Karana because, and then explain it, what you think and why. I'd also like you to do the little extra at the bottom of the page. Sorry, hair in my mouth. In chapter 15, Karana does not kill the big gray dog as she had planned. Why do you think she changes her mind? So Karana decides not to kill the big gray. I think Karana does not kill the big gray dog because, give your answer, and end with correct punctuation. So that's really all I have for you today, guys. Hope you enjoy chapter 16 of the novel, and you can answer those few questions for me, and I'll be giving you feedback on your vocabulary in those questions as soon as I can. It was good talking to you today. For tomorrow, you will not have a written assignment. I'm going to have you listen to the next 2. Oh, I take that back. Tomorrow we'll be starting the next section of the story. So you'll actually be reading and listening to chapter 17. And you will also be completing a vocabulary exercise. So tune in tomorrow and I'll have that vocabulary activity explained to you in a mini lesson, and we can go to the next section of the book. We have after tomorrow, and then Friday, remember that I have office hours from 10 to 11. So if you need help with anything, please feel free to contact me. And of course, I am not limited to just those hours. Contact me through email or send me a message through Microsoft Teams if you are able to log into that format from earlier this school year. Mrs. Stefasi is also there to help, so keep that in mind. That's what we're here for, and we would love to hear from you and be able to help you as best we can. So after tomorrow we'll be doing chapter 17. We need to get through all the way to chapter 29 in the next 2 weeks. So we will be reading and listening to more than one chapter a day, probably a couple of times a week instead of just one day a week, so that we can get all of those chapters in before summer school comes to an end, or the extended school year comes to an end. So I'm really looking forward to continuing on with the book and kind of getting to the end of it with you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Tune in tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. Bye.